Wow. Big hit, Todd and the Monsters. H.O.R.D.E tour 1993 at the amphitheater. I forget what it was called then, but I watched them in the middle of the day. What a tour. It's my favorite festival of all. Horizons of rock developing everywhere. Neil Young was in that particular tour. Big Head Todd and the Monsters, who I just love. That was the one band that said, "We are so happy to be here in Raleigh." You know, and I felt like I meant it. They weren't just, you know. Todd Park Moore, lead singer. Love that guy. I've talked to him before. It was 2009. He went to Columbine High School. God, and that thought is going through my head as I'm interviewing him on the air, and I didn't know what to say, so I didn't broach it. Why would I? What a great, nice guy. What a great band. Blues Traveler did that whole thing. G-Love, Special Sauce, all these bands, Beck, they were developing at the time. They're now big-time bands. Look at this list. The greatest festival. And I'm not going to talk about Beavis and Butthead today, although I get pressure from the outside, meaning the director. But that show is one show that either you hate or you love. And the ones that hate it are the girls, and the ones that love it are the guys. We laugh our ass off, you know. But I do know there's one girl on this planet, one, and I mean just one, who loves it. And she would give me the updates when she came in at night. She was a nighttime disc jockey at RDU. She'd come in after me. And her name is Maria Miller. I used to call her Lenny Kravitz's twin sister, or younger sister, because look at her, she looks 16. And she still does. Many years later, I think she's in Dallas. I'm in the middle of the desert, as you may know by now, and I think about it daily. And there are no natural disasters here in the desert. I thought about that. As I read about hurricanes and tornadoes and earthquakes elsewhere, there's no natural disasters here in the middle of the desert, just heat and sand and dirt. And the big joke around here is everyone says, "I'm going to the beach this weekend." And no one has to explain that because there's no beach around here, but everybody knows they're going to San Diego. 7.5-hour drive to the beach. You could drive 2.5 hours to the Baja California if you want in Mexico. I said if you want. You may not want to. Little known secret about what's great about the heat in Arizona. No humidity. When it's 99, it feels like 99. And at night it's 85 and it feels like 78. But little known secret is this. It is so hot out here, it dries up the dog shit in like 5 minutes. So I take a lawnmower to it. I don't have to use those clever claws, you know, or put some plastic wrap around my hand, you know, get on my knees and pick it up piece by piece. Love it. You know, I bought into this freeze-dried dog food thing because if there's a guru and if there's somebody that you can depend on and somebody that you know is an authority about dogs, it's Cesar Millan, right? When he talks, I listen. And he says this, 1 in 3 dogs get cancer, and he believes that it's because of the heat drying food processing chemicals they use in those big dog food bags, those ballasts of bags that, look, I don't want to scare anyone because I've had dogs my whole life, basically. And I've been buying that grocery store dog food for all of them. Not one of them got cancer, you know, but I'm just saying that. And so anyway, I'm buying this freeze-dried dog food and dog loves it, woofs it, Helen. But she's out there in the yard 4 times a day, 4 times. I've never seen a performance like that. That's good, right? I mean, that's what you want your dog to do. Cesar Millan, freeze-dried dog food. That's the way to go. Triple the price, you get half as much. But you got to do it for doggy. Car wash in every corner here in Arizona. Up north, there's a bar in every corner. In the south, there's a Baptist church on every corner. Car wash here. Or a Mexican restaurant, depends on the block. I get in my car today and I laugh. Because look, in the console, next to my water bottle is my open splash wipe. They give you after taking your car through the car wash. But I saw something else. Do you? Never claimed to be a man of my word, and I'm not. I claim I'm a man of my word every now and then, when it fits the situation. I promise no more TMIs, but I do have one more. I'm sorry, you have to deal with it because that's the life of me. It's my yearly, the doctor. Ladies, you have these tests that you have to do yearly too, I'm sure. I don't want to know what they are, but we have to get our prostate checked, and we dread it 6 months out from the appointment. Doctor stands up and, he always tries to make light of it, but you can't. Puts the glove on, bend over, that kind of thing. And let me just put it this way. Down there, let me just put it this way. You know that hydrocortisone ointment that comes in a yellow and white tube? I'm just telling you, that is a damn it godsend. It is a literal godsend. So he's prescribed some to me. And, I've been using that stuff since it was called Preparation A. A big, long story for a punchline like that, that's mediocre. Sorry.
Swing it, Daddy.
Why boys can't be platonic friends with girls. And that being said, girls can be friends with boys, and they want to be friends with boys, in my opinion. We can't be platonic friends with girls because every time we look at a girl, and it's not sometimes, it's every time we think of that. We do, right? And so there's always that underlying current that happens in our head. And that's why it's hard to be friends with girls. But girls don't think that, fellas. I'm just telling you. Wise up. Get a grip. They don't think that. What they think is like, first of all, they look at you, and as we start talking, they say, does he have money? Does he have a good job? Does he have power or influence? And once we pass that test, all we have to do is be not repulsive. And then we're in. But believe me, their first thought is not, it's not. And the problem is that we as guys always think just because we are attracted to them, they're attracted to us, and they ain't. Do you know how many times I've heard, can't we just be friends? And I'm a stud. Ladies, okay, I'm just asking. You could step it up a notch and try to think of us in that way a little bit more, just a little bit more, and then even the scales, if you cared.